Hello and very welcome to this week's Manavotsav. And as we start this week, we have got some very good events. You know, some of them are research informed and some of them are with the community partners actually. So we will be, so today the first session that we are hosting is around postnatal low mood, which is kind of a very important factor in public health context. And ROSHNI-D is founded by the National Institute for Health Research, Health Technology Assessment Program. And we have got the whole team today with us here, where we will be talking to Farah, who leads the project, and also we will be listening to some of the stories which will be shared by the participants, possibly from the project. So I will hand over this conversation to Farah, and would you like to take over and give us a little bit about what you do, what is the project about, when did you start, and how are you doing with the project, and how people can engage, of course, with you in the future.
Thank you, Dr. Indrani, and thank you very much for inviting us to be part of this festival, and we're delighted to be here and delighted to be supporting you. So my name's Farah. I'm the Senior Research Facilitator at Lancashire and South Cumbria NHS Foundation Trust, and I'm also the Research Manager here and Research Manager for the ROSHNI-D project. Essentially, the project is a project looking at low mood in South Asian women postnatally, so up to a year following childbirth. The name of the project is ROSHNI-D because this was the name that mums had chosen for an earlier version of this project, which I'll explain in a bit more detail. So the project started in 2016 is when we were funded. Like Dr. Indrani mentioned, we were funded by the National Institute for Health Research, the Health Technology Assessment Programme, and we're sponsored and led by Lancashire Care NHS Foundation Trust, and we are running the project across England. So we've worked in the sites across Manchester, Lancashire, we've worked in London, we've worked in the Midlands, we've worked in Yorkshire, and we've been very, very grateful for the support that we've had from the community, from mothers that have taken part in the project, and from a very brilliant, hardworking and committed team that really want to make a difference to maternal mental health care in the South Asian community. So just to give a little bit of background around why we do the project and where we're up to at the moment, I guess. The project is kind of in answer to a lot of disparities, a lot of inequalities in mental health care for South Asian women. As a lot of you watching may be aware, you know, there is a lot of stigma and a lot of lack of awareness and education with overall mental illness in our community. And this is kind of one of the areas where we feel that when mothers aren't supported in this crucial time, it has an impact on the child and on the wider family. There's a lot of cultural barriers and a lot of cultural factors that we need to consider when working with this particular group of women. We have a lot of women that have worked with us on the project that live in extended families, that have a lot of barriers in terms of lack of awareness within the wider family, which prevents them from seeking help. And there's a lot of kind of cultural pressures and expectations that I guess we grow up with as South Asian women, and that's kind of projected within marriage and in parenting, and those kind of things are what we want to work towards making a bit more of a positive experience. You know, just on the fact of South Asian parenting, there's some brilliant positive aspects also to our culture in that we're very well supported. A lot of women have some brilliant support in the 40 days post-birth. We have, you know, big families that are there for us, that celebrate the birth of a child. But a lot of times what we neglect is the care of the mother following childbirth and the care that the mum may need if she's experiencing difficulties with her emotional health. And overall mental health, emotional health, well-being are things that we don't really discuss as a community, and that's something that we want to kind of challenge and make a difference to and get people talking, raise that awareness. So as part of the project, what we've done is we've talked about, we've basically looked at a low-level group sessions, which are called the Positive Health Programme, and we're exploring whether the Positive Health Programme can have a positive impact on low mood, stress, anxiety, and help mothers to develop stronger coping skills. So we've tested over 12 weeks. We've had women come to group sessions. We've done them in kind of children's centres. We've delivered them in a language that the participants can understand. So we've worked with the key 5 South Asian languages, which include Urdu, Punjabi, Gujarati, Bengali, Tamil, and Hindi. And we've tried to ensure that all our assessments, all our conversations are done in a comfortable manner, according to patient preference, and in the language of their choice. And we've tried to factor in things like having an understanding within the family. We've had conversations with family members to raise awareness where needed. We've held community workshops, chai events to raise awareness. And essentially, we're looking to see whether our group sessions have been effective. So we've now completed recruitment to the project, which basically means we're no longer seeing new mums, but we are compiling all of our lessons learned. We're preparing our reports. We're looking at our data to understand whether we've been able to make a positive impact within this field of work. One of the positives that we already know we've managed to do is that we've engaged with this community. We've been able to see over 4,000 mums, and we've randomized, which means that we've accepted into our study and taken forward 733 mums, which is a huge achievement for a group that we typically call a hard to reach community. A lot of research, a lot of media, a lot of kind of papers that you read will always refer to the South Asian community as a hard to reach community. But through our work, we've shown that when you adapt, you understand the community, you understand the needs of the community, you make sure that you are reaching out to the community, and that community becomes easier to access. And it's not that the community is hard to reach, it's just that they're sometimes a little easy for us to ignore because we're not adapting our processes. And that's something that's already been a huge lesson learned from the ROSHNI project, and we're hoping to compile all of this into reports so that we can make a difference in terms of even just educating people within maternity professions on how better to engage with this community and how better to support our mums so that our children have the best future. So that's everything from me, just a snapshot tour of ROSHNI-D, but obviously we will give our details at the end and put them through in comments as well, so that you're able to get in touch if you want any further information. So I will hand you over now to Aisha, who is going to be talking a little bit about her experiences. Throughout the course of the next kind of 45 minutes to an hour, we've got a number of talks from different mums sharing their experiences, and also some music and dance performances in between. So I hope you all enjoy yourselves. Thank you.
Thank you indeed. That was fantastic. And I think it can kind of give us an idea of what you're doing. And we've got some comments coming in from the audience as well. So thank you very much for that. What I will do is I'll bring in Aisha now, and we will put that in a solo layout again, and then we'll join in. Thank you. Hi, Aisha. Aisha, are you with us here? Can you hear us? There might be some technical issues here. Farah, shall we move on to the next page then?
Yeah, that's fine. I think if we have, so I can see that a few people have logged in and logged back out again. So we did have the double performance next. Jyoti, yeah. Do you know if we're struggling with connection?
I think Tanish is with us. Tanish, could you come on, like?
Thank you.
Yeah, he's here. Tanish, please introduce yourself, Nana, and tell us a little bit about you, and you can start your performance as well. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you, Tanish, and thank you, Jyoti.
We can't hear you, Tanish.
Tanish, a little bit louder, Nana. You, we are able to a little bit louder. Speak a bit louder.
Hi everyone, my name is Tanish Manikonda. I just finished year 8, so I'm doing
You're on mute, Tanish. Yeah. Yeah, go on. We can see you.
Oh, and I'm just going to perform a hopefully enjoy.
Actually, we can't hear you, Tanish.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Tanish, would you just play a little bit of tabla? We could see if we can hear you or not.
Yeah, I'm...
No.
Can you hear?
No, the sound is very, very low, very low. Can't
Could you
really.
a little bit of volume?
My volume's on 100.
If you have got a microphone there, maybe you can just plug off the microphone and take it straight from the device. Yeah. So there is a comment from the audience as well, and they're saying that I can hear. It's just a little quiet. That's all. Maybe retry the mic or put in and out the headphones.
Hi, could I say something? While
Yes, now we can hear. Okay, who is that?
himself, can I ask Shreya Tall? She would, if she's happy to perform the song for us now. Shreya, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm with you. Just a minute.
Shreya, introduce yourself, and then the stage is yours. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Shreya Tor. I'm 14 years old and I've been learning Indian music online for the past 6 months. And today I'm going to be singing a song from the Kesari movie. So yeah, I'll just sing that now. Can you hear Shreya?
Yeah, we can hear her as well. Thank you.
तेरी सांसों पे थोड़ा सा वतन का भी हक था ना देख मुझे यूं मुड़ मुड़ के तेरा मेरा साथ यही तक था ये तेरी ज़मीं तेरे खून से ही तो सजती संवरती है रांझे तेरी इश्क की मैं हकदार नहीं तेरी हीर तो धरती है रांझे तेरे मिट्टी में मिल जावा गुल बनके मैं खिल जावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू ओ तेरी नदियों में बह जावा तेरे खेतों में लहरावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू मेरी ज़मीन अफ़सोस नहीं जो तेरे लिए सौ दर्द सहे महफूज रहे तेरी आन सदा चाहे जान मेरी ये रहे ना रहे हे मेरी ज़मीन महबूब मेरी नस नस में तेरा इश्क बहे फीका ना पड़े कभी रंग तेरा जिस्मों से निकल के खून कहे तेरी मिट्टी में गुल बनके मैं इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू ओ तेरी नदियों में बह जावा तेरे फसलों में लहरावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू Thank you.
Thank you, Shreya.
Thank you.
It was
Thank you very much.
beautiful, very melodious. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
I guess, are you all packed for your camping?
Yeah, we're back. We'll leave in a few hours now.
Yeah, good luck. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, back to you, Dr. Indran or Farah.
Thank you. That's a wonderful voice, Shreya. Thank you very much for the performance. And we would like to now move on to the next person. Jyoti, you have, do we know?
Yes,
Who is next?
I've received a
Thank
message from Deepali saying Akanksha. She would like to be with us.
Fantastic.
Can I just ask if Akanksha is online with us now and take the stage if she is? Thank you.
Hello, hi.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah, it's a wonderful kind of, work that you all are doing, and fantastic to have you on board as well. Would you like to introduce yourself a little and then go ahead with the performance?
Thank you so much. I'm glad that uh, I'm part of Roshni too, and you people invited me to share my journey. So I'll introduce myself and I'll go with my journey. So myself, Akansha Bilwapuri, and I'm a full-time working mom. So same time I'm working for a bank and I'm a full-time mother. I have a small 2-year-old boy. So I'll start with my journey. So it was my first experience. So it was not that good because for initial 15 days my child was in NICU. I couldn't hold him, and once I hold him, my motherhood journey started. Initially, it was just a cakewalk for me, but like we say, the coin has two faces. My journey has two faces. One was positive and one was bit different because it was a whole new learning, and I was going through different things. I was learning all totally new things. So it was totally a new change in my life, my routine, and being a mother, it's your responsibility to take care of your child as well as uh, if you because in this country we are alone. Like back home we have domestic help, here we don't have that. So it was totally a full-time job I was doing. So I was lucky enough. When my journey started, I was approached by Roshni too, and that time I understand basically what I was going through, why I was panicking, why there was a mood swings, there was a up and down in my life. Because back home people have a mentality that, oh, it's part of life. Every mom go through those things. Oh, you're not doing something new. So those were the things which I faced. And then at least I was lucky that somebody was there to listen to me, and I expressed myself, and then I understood that this were the thing which was going background. And I was feeling guilty that I couldn't cope up with my things, my daily household things. Sometime I used to cook, and sometime I couldn't complete my daily work as well. So those were the things. But lucky, I was somebody who helped me, who showed me a guidance or a path. Then I started expressing myself with my husband that these are the things I'm going through. You need to understand now. I need your support. So that's how we come across, and that's how my husband understand. Oh, why I was screaming and shouting for unnecessary reasons, and sometime I used to cry that I can't do all this job. It's very difficult, and I, at the same time, I don't want my child to suffer. So that's how I come over with those things. And thanks to the Roshni team. And same time, I would like to thank my husband as well, who supported me in my whole journey. So my child turned 2 year now. Say now he goes to nursery because, as I mentioned earlier, I'm a working mom. Sometimes I do have a regret or a guilt feel that I send him to nursery, but same time I need time for myself. And during my Roshni journey, I come across and people advise me that maybe for an hour, for half an hour, or for 15 minutes, you need to take out time for yourself. You need to understand. I have joined the yoga classes and meditations to come across all those things. Same time, my husband helped me with the household things. Now he take care of my child as well. When I feel like that, oh, now I can't deal with all those things, so he supports me. He understands that this is a new thing, new journey for both of us. Now we are like a, a two-wheeler car. So both, till the time both the tires don't support the machine, that will not go ahead. So that's how we come across the things, and now we are on the same path, and we are going together. And I can see my child is growing good. I can see he achieves all his milestones, and whenever he come back from his nursery, I just hold him, I cuddle him. And I remember my 2 years back how I was going through, what was my journey. So thank you all who supported me in my journey, and I'm glad that you invited me to share my journey. So my only thing to all other moms is just share your feelings, express yourself. I know back home people have the tendency, oh, it's just a common thing every mom go through. No, it's not a common thing. Till the time you don't express your feelings to one of your family member or a friend or to your husband, they won't understand what you are going through. Once you express them, they'll understand. If they don't understand, maybe approach one of your friend. For sure somebody will understand, and that's how you're gonna express, and you can share your things. Then you may come across with different things. They might share their journey as well, and that's how you can learn things. And same time your other friends can learn that what you are going through, and they can assist you with those things. So I would like to thank you all, and I'll just pass on to the Roshni team if they want to add something.
Thank you, Akanksha. I think
Thank you.
thank you so much. It's not easy sharing
Yeah,
experience, and thank you for being on this platform. And your story has inspired um, many of us as well. So I just request, is Deepali with us here? If she would like to join in.
You hear me, please? Yeah. Can you
Yes,
see?
Deepali.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right. All right. Great. Great. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Akansha. Really appreciate. And I think it's very motivating. What you rightly mentioned, it's important to express. And you did that. And I'm sure other mothers will get motivated, inspired as well. Thank you for taking the time out today. So, Jyoti, do we move on to the next performance, please? Yeah.
Yes, yes. I think Tanish is ready with his tabla.
Okay. Mhm.
Tanish, if you could join us back, please. Thank you. is a South Indian Telugu song from a movie called Uppana. Isn't it, Tanish?
Yeah.
It was very lovely. So tell us, how long have you been learning tabla, Tanish?
I've started in year 4, so 4 years. Hello?
We can hear you, Tanish.
I've been learning for about 4 years.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you. Thank you so much for adding charm to our program today. I'm sure Farah would agree as well.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Jyoti, and thank you, Tanish. You've been brilliant. We really, really appreciate you being here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Over to you, Farah.
Thank you. I'm just going to check who we have. I think we wanted one of our moms to come on again. Jyoti, I can't access our messages at the moment, but I know Dipali was trying to have one of the moms come on a bit earlier that might need to leave.
Yes, that was Akanksha. She's done. Can I ask Rajwant if she's here? I guess
Thank you. Hi, Rajwanti. Can't hear you yet, but you might be on mute.
Yeah, sorry, it was
Oh,
me.
there we go. Hi. Thank you so
Hello.
much for joining. I really appreciate it, and we'd be delighted to hear whatever words you want to share about your experience.
Yeah, I think being a mom is a bit hard. As everyone knows, it's a hard job. Yeah, because of this Roshni, they giving too much support, and they just motivating moms, and they just given the chance to like share our experiences as a mom. They motivate us, and they motivate us to give time to yourself to as well as you give into your family and all these things. So I think it's a very good thing, and they just helping mom. I'm sorry, my kids, they're not leaving me. Yeah, it's a good one. I think everyone should join the Roshni. Um, even I was finding hard when I have my second daughter, and then I came to know about the Roshni, and they came to my house and they visited and they tell me how to deal with the situations. And firstly, I found it's hard, but slowly when I listened to them, I followed them, then it's a bit easier. And definitely, they telling moms to give time to yourselves too, not to the family only and the kids only. That's restarted now, and I think it's better. The other moms too, they doing it. Yeah, I think so. It's good if we join this Roshni program, and even we can share our feelings with them when they call us to tell, and then we can freely share our feelings and whatever we feel with them. It's like working like sisters and all these things. Yeah, I would say thank you to Roshni again and all the team who helping the moms, and all the other moms. I want to tell them good luck, and they really I really appreciate they're doing their good jobs. Yeah, that's what I can say. Yeah, thank you so much to the Russian. That's it. Say bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Rajwanti. That was really nice of you. And I think you've said thank you to the team, but on behalf of the team, we'd like to thank you and all of our mums that have taken part. It's very important to us that mums engage with us, tell us what they need, tell us where they've struggled to get support, tell us what their struggles are so that we can ensure the services can meet your needs. So we're really very grateful to you for taking part in the project. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for joining today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
I think we next bye. I think we next have a performance from Priya and Pranavi, if I'm not wrong. I think we have a dance performance next, so we're just waiting to see if they're getting connected, and then hopefully we'll have a short performance from them before we carry on with a few more stories, and then hopefully come to a finish. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Pranveet. I've been learning Bharatanatyam for two and a half years. Today I will be performing Guru Brahma and Angikam Bhavanam.
Hi, my name is Priya. I've been learning Bharatanatyam for 3.5 years, and today I will be performing Shivatandava Stotram. Please enjoy. Position.
Angikam bhuvanam yasya vachikam sarvamamayam ahatyam chandrakari vande satvikam shivam. शिव शिव गण 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 सरस्वती सप्तमी गणकी डम 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 डुम 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 शिव डम गणाधि गणकी ओम शिवोहम ओम शिवोहम रुद्रनामं भजेऽहम्
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you so much, both of you. That was absolutely beautiful. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. We've had some brilliant performances. So once again, thank you so much to all the performers and also to the moms that are sharing their stories. We are trying to get Dipali on next to share her story. I think she's waiting backstage. So hopefully we can get Dipali on.
Yeah,
There we go. Thank you. Dipali, over to you. And thank you so much for your help with coordinating today's event as well.
Thank you very much. So hello everybody, and it's a pleasure to be here and listening to the inspiring stories of the mums, and also looking at the lovely performances of the children. Thank you again for participating. I'd like to talk about, since we're talking about maternal health and well-being, I'd like to talk about my late grandmother. And after I've told her story, I want to also share what I've learned from her life. Unfortunately, I don't, I was very young when I think I was in year 2 when she passed away. But I've heard so much about her through my family that I feel I know her very well. So talking about her story, I would like to take you all back in 1930s Burma, Myanmar. My father was born there. My grandmother and her family, they were born there. And this was, the time is 1930s, early 1940s. The World War II has just started. And since my father's entire family was based in Myanmar, Burma, and they wanted to get back to India because of the worsening situation related to the war. So this time, my grandmother, she's about 23, 24 years old at that time. And the year is 1942. So what happened is that they're trying to arrange a flight to India, and they've got the tickets as well. They all are moving, about to take on the flight, when my grandfather gets a request from one of the elderly ladies, that if she doesn't get this ticket, she'll not be able to go to India. So he gives his ticket to the elderly lady, and he tells to his family that I'm young. He's just about 27 years old at that time. I'm young. I will walk to India. And he says, you people take the flight, I will walk, and in some months, we will all meet each other. So he starts walking, and after some days, they get the flight tickets and they go to the airport. And it is being bombed everywhere. There are bombardments happening. They get onto the flight, my grandmother, my father, my aunt. And as soon as they get into the flight, some people come and say, the attendants, that for Black people, for brown people, this flight is not meant to be. So you all need to get down. So my grandmother, her entire family, they all get down from the flight. And in the meanwhile, there is no news about my grandfather. So you can imagine this lady, she's 24 years old. She has a son who is just he's about 3 years old. That's my father. Her younger daughter is 1.5, 2 years old. And they have absolutely no news about my grandfather. After that, because the bombardments were happening in 1942, so then they all had to go to the jungle, my grandmother and her family. That included my father, my bua, my aunt, and her side of extended family. So they all are hiding in the jungles. There is no news about my grandfather. My grandmother has to make the ends meet. So she is sewing clothes. She is trying to teach, kids, whatever knowledge, whatever education that she has. And she's trying to make the ends meet for her two children. This lasted for 5 years. 5 saal tak, there was no news about my grandfather. And around 1947, 1948, it became clear that yes, maybe my grandfather had not been able to make it. उन 5 साल तक उनके पास कोई news नहीं थी. And there's this lady who's just 24, totally depressed, totally anxious. What will happen? No news. And this is a time when women's empowerment was not even talked about, right? That what will happen to her. Then, when it was clear that maybe my grandfather had not made it, that maybe he'd lost his life around the Assam border. So then she took the decision to take my father, who was then about 8 years old, and my aunt, who was about, I think, 6 years old in 1947, 1948. She decided to go back to India, go to the village in Punjab, where her mother was. And they took that entire journey. She took with her two children, she took the entire journey alone from Myanmar to Hoshiarpur, which is a small town in Punjab. And there within the town, within the state, there was this village Hajipur where they went and started staying. Now, there's this lady who's 27, 28 years old, and she has no idea where the next meal will come from. But she did not lose heart. And this is what I find so inspiring. She got herself an education. She left my father and my aunt with her mother. And she went and stayed in a different city to get educated as a teacher, to get that certification as a teacher. She got that. She came home after 2 years of leaving her children. And there she started teaching in a small school in that village. And what I find very important, what I find very inspiring, is that never did she ever say that, she's a bichara, that she is somebody to be pitied on. She never said that. She said that I am a woman who has to look after her children. I am a person who has this ability to not get distracted by what everybody around her was telling. People wanted her to get remarried. People wanted her to start working, for just odds and ends so that at least, she can look after children. She said, no, I'm going to get educated myself and I'm going to give education to my children. And nobody used to teach girls in that time, in 1940s, 1950s. My aunt went to a school which was only for boys. And my grandmother went and fought. She said, my daughter will get an education. My father he joined the Indian Air Force. My aunt, she was the lecturer at a university in Hoshiarpur. And what I find most amazing is that, and whenever I used to sometimes feel down, my father used to say that you have the genes of that lady who fought against all odds. She fought against coming from a different country to a new country. She learned that culture because they'd never visited India before. She learned the culture of the place. She became strong to give education, to give happiness, to give satisfaction, to make her children go with their head held high, sir uncha karke. And that is what I have learned from her. That is what, whenever I feel low, I just see that I have the genes of Srimati Savitri Devi. And this is what is the biggest takeaway for me, that as women, we can fight against all odds. We don't need to get defeated. When our well-being, when we feel confident ourselves, that is the confidence that we pass on to our children. That is the confidence that we pass on to the generations after that. I feel I am a confident person because of my grandmother, whom I don't even recollect, because I was so young when she passed away. But that is the kind of confidence that she built in her son, in a daughter, and that is what has been passed on to me, and that is what I'm going to pass on to my children as well. So as women, we can change the destiny of generations. That is such an important thing that we can do. So that's what I wanted to share, her story. So thank you very much for hearing me out.
Thank you so much, Dipali. That was very, very inspiring, emotional, and a very powerful narrative.
Thank you, Farah.
Like you said, it was, I think, from your grandma, not only can you learn, but so many of us that have listened to you today can take a lot away. And like you said, you've highlighted the strength that women can have. And I think a lot of times, unfortunately, in our culture especially,
Exactly.
strength and power of a woman is unfortunately not talked about enough. And I think that's, we always say that if we protect our moms, we can protect generations to come. And I think your grandma was a very powerful example of that. So thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you. Thank you, Farah. Thank you.
Thank you. So we'll move on to, I think, just a very final talk from Rajnita, if we have her online. And then we're going to close with some performances. And I'd like to hear from our lovely Jyoti and our team as well at the end. So have we got Rajnita online? Yes. Thank you.
Hello. Good afternoon, everyone.
Hi, Rajnita. Your video is not very clear for me, but hopefully when we spotlight you across, it should be, there we go, that's getting a bit clearer.
Hello, everyone. I am
when you're
Rajnita.
ready, Rajnita. Thank you.
Sorry for my camera is not working properly. It's broken. I am originally from Sri Lanka. I'm a mom of 2 kids. I was struggling when I have a baby, second baby. He was born on 7 months. He was a premature baby. He was in hospital. He is so tiny. So I was so struggling. After 6 months, when I go to the children's center, someone is meeting you, and he joined me in the ROSHNI-D program. I went over there with my baby. Lots of moms are coming here. They are sharing their experience and feelings very, freely. So one of the lady in the management in ROSHNI, she's explained everything. I always remember one thing she said: mothers need to be happy, so whole of the family will be happy. Nowadays I am experienced, if I feeling happy, my children's also happy. Everyone in our family is feeling happy, because I have no only my husband is helping me. We have no relatives or others here. So another thing she said, everything happened for our the karma. So I believe that in our culture, in our community, if my baby born early, they said everything very wrong, and the negative thoughts. So mostly I was feeling so happy that I was very sad nearly 2 years ago. Nowadays I am so happy. He was born on 7 months, but he is talking and he is doing everything very well. Thank you for the ROSHNI team joining me and give me the good information and advice to how to be happy and how to be take care of myself. Thank you so much for giving me this chance.
Thank you, Ranjita. That was really lovely, and I'm really glad you took away the line, because we use that in all of our sessions, and our group team members always say to moms that if you look after yourself, you're able to look after your baby better, and if you're happy, you're able to make your family and your children happy. So I'm very glad that you still remember that from your sessions. And it's really lovely to see you here today, and really lovely to hear about your child doing so well. So thank you again for joining and being a part of today. Thank you. Right, I shall get you on. Thank you very much. I think we have lovely Tejas again, who's going to give us another performance. And I think he'll be singing this time. So have we got Tejas online? Yeah, I can see. Thank you. Hello. You ready? Yeah. Perfect. Go ahead.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam, Sufalam, Malayaja Sitalam, Sasyajayamalam, Mataram, Vande Mataram, Supriya Joshna Pulakitayamini, Pullakusumita Dramadaloshopimi, Suhasini, Sumadura Bhashini, Sukatam Varadam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram.
Thank you, Teja. Thank you so much. And thank you for joining today. Thank you. I'm going to hand over to Jyoti now to just do final close and for Jyoti to share her own experience for a few minutes just on ROSHNI-2 and anything else she wants to share and then bring us to a close. And thank you all for being here today, for being a part, and thank you again to Dr. Indrani and also to Sangeet Foundation and Jayanta who invited us here today. Thank you.
Hi, Farah. We have the sisters Priya and Pranavi waiting to perform a song. So I'll ask them to join back, and then I think Isha might want to play a minute of guitar, and then we'll close. Would that be okay?
Perfect. That's perfect. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Priya.
Hi, I'm Pranavi. Today we're going to be singing Annamacharya Sankirtana.
Deva Deva Mudi. Please enjoy. Deva Devam Vaje Divya Prabhavam, Deva Devam Vaje Divya Prabhavam, Ravanasura Ramam Deva Devam Vaje Divya Prabhavam, Rajavarashekaram Ravikula Sudhakaram, Rajavarashekaram Ravikula Sudhakaram, Ajanubahu Neelabhrakayam, Ajanubahu Neelabhrakayam, Rajari Kodanda Rajadiksha Gurum, Rajari Kodanda Rajadiksha Gurum, Rajivalochanam Ramachandram Ramam Devadevam Bhaje Divya Prabhavam, Ravanasura-Vaidhana-Pungavam, Ramam Devadevam Bhaje Divya Prabhavam, Pankajasana Vinuta Paramanarayanam, Pankajasana Vinuta Paramanarayanam, Shankarajita Janaka Chapadalanam, Shankarajita Janaka Chapadalanam, Lanka-vishoshanam, Lanka-vishoshanam, Lalita-vibhishanam, Lanka-vishoshanam, Lalita-vibhishanam, Venkatesham Sadhu-Vipula-Vinutam, दूतं रामं देवदेवं भजे दिव्य प्रभावं रावणासुरवैरिणपुङ्गवं रामं देवदेवं भजे दिव्य प्रभावम्. This is a Carnatic music song. This is a Carnatic music song, and it's a very classical one by it's Annamala Kirtana.
Thank you so much, Priya and Pranavi. You've been absolutely brilliant today. You're stunning girls, and you've delivered stunning performances. So thank you so much, and thank you for being here. I hope you'll join us for future events as well.
Thank you.
Thank you. We've got Isha now, Jyoti. There you go. Hi, Isha.
Hi, my name is Isha and I'm 13 years old. And yeah. Oh, I'm playing guitar.
Thank you, Isha. Thank you very much. We've seen a lot of talent from the Neelam family today, so thank you. And so to finalize, we'll hand over to Jyoti.
Hi, can you hear me?
Thank you, Jyoti.
Thank you, Farah. Thank you, everybody. What a beautiful afternoon. A lot of work has gone in behind. Farah, you've been the cornerstone for the whole project. So hats off to you. Thanks so much for giving us all the opportunity and the time and support. And thank you for the Mana Utsav and Sangeet Foundation. It's brilliant to provide this platform and contacting Farah and giving us this opportunity today. I'd like to thank all the performers, who are all, just to make a note, they're all under 15 years old and they're brilliant, all the little champions, and also the mums, mostly the mums without whom our study would have not been where we are. So thank you heartfully to all the mums, and thank you to the brilliant Roshni team. Thank you to Professor Hussain and all the team members. Yeah, thank you so much. And Farah, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So just to finish, and I'll hand over to Dr. Lahiri. Obviously, the project name is ROSHNI-D, so if you search for it, it should come up. Our project lead and chief investigator is Professor Nusrat Hussain, who's a consultant psychiatrist at Lancashire and South Cumbria NHS Foundation Trust. I'm Professor of Psychiatry and lead for Global Mental Health Research at the University of Manchester. So again, if you search, our contact details will come up, and my full name is Farah Lunat. And I would be delighted to hear from anybody who wants to hear any more about the project, support us in any future work. We are working hard to submit further research bids looking at various important topics in the study population, including interpersonal violence in our community, child development, parenting interventions, and a lot more. So I look forward to connecting with more of you in the future. Thank you, Dr. Lahiri. You're on mute, Dr. Lahiri.
I do that all the time. Anyway, trying to learn through it. Yeah, so thank you very much. I mean, it's a wonderful afternoon. First of all, of course, I mean, you can see in the comments and how it has been coming through from our audience as well. So it's been a wonderful event. Thanks for putting everything together. And you can see the amount of work that has gone into this in the background. So I can imagine that, the kind of time, the kind of networking that you have done. And I think what I found amazing is like, as Farah was saying, like you can have a look into their website and you will find a lot more information. I think regarding, I have learned quite a lot, I would say, by looking into the website, but also by looking into some of the leaflets out there in generally. And it's called ROSHNI-D, which is kind of an expansion project of ROSHNI. And of course, then they have got the profiles and they have got a very nice capture of community spaces and interactions on their websites as well. So it's a fantastic project. And as I've also, said to you before that, it will be wonderful if as researchers from South Asian background, we can kind of work with the South Asian community closely to kind of make a change happen. And it means that in future, we will be looking more for the action research projects, where you are kind of trying to work with the community and try to bring it but also learn from the community, Look at these wonderful kids today, and they are playing tablas. They have so much sense of music, dance, and everything. So I think we need to celebrate that. And as part of South Asian Heritage Month, I'm really, really glad that we got connected, thanks to Sangeet Foundation, that they made this connection happen. And of course, going forward, we can put in more kind of events and works together. So thank you again for joining us this afternoon. And and have a wonderful one.
Thank you. And thank you, Dipali and Jyoti, for all your help in helping me put this together. Thank you, everyone.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
Dr.
Bye. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.